There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is sopamanxx, and I love to change clothes in between videos because every single video that I've had, I've actually been changing all of my clothes. Very important to keep clean and shower every day, even though I don't shower every day. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I shower 6 days a week, sometimes on Saturdays and Sunday. I don't shower because I'm not leaving my apartment and I live alone, so I don't really care. If I live with other people, like if I had a girlfriend or something, if I had a girlfriend and she was staying with me and she lived with me, then I would definitely have to shower. Unless she wasn't showering either, then I would double shower just to make her feel bad that she didn't shower. That's not what I'm here to talk about. As you saw in the thumbnail, what I wanted to discuss today was what happened to JONTRON. Now, there's no drama. There's nothing bad that really happened to him, I think. There's nothing that really affected him. He's still there. He's still doing his thing the same way that he's been doing it for the last couple of years. But I wanted to talk about him specifically because of the huge drop off that he's had on the YouTube atmosphere. And I'm going to talk about his humble beginnings. I'm going to talk about the peak of JONTRON. What happened to his last, maybe 10 videos or 4 or 8 videos that have been getting not super good numbers for a YouTuber like him. Because this is important to clarify. I'm not trying to diss JONTRON. I love JONTRON's content. I love everything that he's ever done. I don't think he's ever been involved in any drama except that two different things of drama happened one time. He said something about immigrants, I think. I don't remember exactly what, so I can't really give my opinion on it. And then he said something about Blizzard, that Blizzard was basically taking down a lot of the old servers of World of Warcraft because there were people that were playing outdated versions and they liked that one and not the updated versions. So, things like that. But overall, without knowing him in person, from what I've seen on his YouTube videos and from the little interactions that he had outside the YouTube videos, he seems like a nice guy. I can't really make an opinion about him. That's not what I'm here to talk about, though. Like I said, it's about how he started, his peak, and then his downfall, and where he is today, and why I think this happened. The first thing is when he started. So JONTRON started making these videos I think it was 2008, 2009, maybe 2010. He started out with a Daikatana review on his YouTube channel. I think he was already doing the Game Grumps with Aaron Hansen, and now obviously it's Aaron and Dan Avidan. And they were doing all this stuff, and then all of a sudden one day he disappeared. There was no send off or goodbye. And according to Aaron and according to John Jafari, that's his real name, they were like, no, there was no fallout. We're still friends and everything, but we all wanted to focus on our own things, which I think is perfectly fine. I don't think there's any problem with that. I think, in fact, that's what you want to do. You want to do your own thing. You have to go off on your own. And in fact, I think that's what Aaron Hansen also said. The idea is not to have everyone just working for you all the time. Eventually you have to spread your wings and fly, take the plunge, whatever you want to call it, dive into the pool river and swim up without a paddle. You have to take the dive into YouTube. That's what happened to the guys that were making Super Mega, who now have their own channel. I think they have 1 million subscribers and they have the same thing kind of stuff. But then there's JONTRON, and he started doing all these videos. And at one point in an interview, he said the moment that they really hit it big, that he hit it big, was with his Dino City Bro thing. Dino City kind of stuff that he did. And I don't know. I watched JONTRON's videos. I've watched pretty much all of them, I think, at one point or another. And I have extremely good memory about stupid things that I should probably remember. Not that the videos are stupid. I remember things from when I was a baby, but I couldn't tell you the name of the street in which I live. That's no joke. I know the street in which I live in, but that's because I've seen it 100 times. So my memory is just very selective of what I remember. But I remember all his videos, good stuff. And then he started to get subscribers and more views, and he kept going this upward angle of this upward incline, which is amazing, super high. And then through years and years of effort, where he used to upload obviously a lot more often, now he uploads very rarely, which I'm going to get to. And then he kind of had a drop off. He kind of just stopped uploading as much, but the videos that he was uploading were very well made. You could tell that there was quality of production in there, something that I hope to get eventually in the future. If I can get a video editing guy and pay him I don't know, $30 per video or something for like a 10-minute edited video, I would love that. But I don't have the capacity to edit. I've talked about this in all my other videos. I don't have the capacity for that. I don't. But the whole point of this is that he got to the highest point, which was his flex tape videos. And he also did a couple of other videos that were getting like 20 million views, like fireworks, and some other videos as well that he was making that were really, really, really well made and brought in a lot of viewers. He did Flex Tape and Flex Tape 2, the flexening, I think he called it. The quickening, yeah, from Highlander 2, I get it. I don't remember the last time I watched Highlander 2. What's up with this? Sorry. That was something. But eventually, something eventually clicked here, which I think is important. He got to that peak. And after that, as it happens with every peak, starts to be a downward little slope. Like when you peak at 70 million viewers, that's what, like 150,000, maybe $500,000 just in ad revenue, because his videos are very, I guess they're very user friendly. He doesn't use a lot of cussing and stuff in there, I think. And sponsored videos as well. He probably got a lot of money off of that, so I'm very happy for him. I don't know what he spent the money on. I hope that he spent it on something good. Kind of like Markiplier. Markiplier said that he made like $30 million his whole career. That's a lot of money. He's got more money than some movie stars, than some actors, than some sports stars, depending on the sport, obviously. And he did it in like maybe half the time that these sports people did it, which I think is really cool. But after that, there was a downward slope, which I got to clarify this. It's so important to clarify. It's not that John's videos have been doing badly, but for the number of subscribers that he has, to the amount of viewers that he's getting, he's definitely had a massive drop-off on his videos. And the question is why? Why did this happen? And I had two ideas about why this happened. Two very, very specific ideas about why this happened. The first thing is asking the simple question, like, why did his videos get so many views? And I think the reason why, and this is removing JONTRON from the equation. Let's remove the actual person from the equation. Let's take him out of it for 1 second. The topics that he has are what really brought in the viewers. Like when he made that flex tape video, which was the whole like uproar on the internet a couple of years ago, 6 years, 7 years ago, everyone was talking about it. People in my country, in South America, in Chile, were talking about it, and we didn't even we didn't watch that commercial on TV or anything. I don't watch TV, but like that was there, and people were aware of it, and you would like be talking to people somewhere, anywhere, and they'd be like, "Hey, do you watch that video about the guy who was doing the thing with like the flex tape?" I'm like, "Yeah, I watched the fat guy with the beard. What's his name?" Sorry, John, if you ever watch this, you're not fat. You're big boned. I'm fat. I'm overweight. It's just the camera angle that makes me look thin. But it's all the special filters and effects. But the whole point that I'm trying to make is that it reached a peak. And those topics, which were so like out of the blue, it's kind of like a hit and miss thing. If you watch, for example, his Titanic video, I'm sorry, Titanic with an E, Titanic video, you can see like no one ever thought about making a video about like the fucking video games of like JONTRON and the crappy movies that people made about like rapping dogs and like the Titanic movie and shit. And they were terrible movies, and they are terrible movies, and they were made by some Italian studio from the last thing that I read about it. By some guy, MacD, I think was his name, MCR or something, I don't remember. Whole point of this is that he made all these videos, and then like the topics were just so out of the blue, that's so interesting. That's a true mark of genius when you're making videos on YouTube. Like you get an idea that no one else had, and you're like, this is going to get a lot of viewers. He made a video not too long ago, or relatively not too long ago in his case, where there was a guy that would barf gems out of his mouth. That's interesting. That's something that people are like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? And people are interested, and they click on it because it's interesting, because it catches their attention, because they're saying like, I've never watched a video like this before. What is this about? I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see what's up. This is interesting. But then you start to watch the video and it's like, wow, it's some crazy guy that's created a cult of really stupid people that believe his every lies because people are naturally stupid. This is not a problem of people itself. This is an attribute. People are gullible and stupid by nature. We have to learn to not be stupid, not to be smart, to not be stupid, to not get scammed, but to not fuck up and like deposit all our money into like hokey like junk bonds and like pump and dump schemes and like NFTs and all that crap that I've never invested a single dollar into or Bitcoin or whatever, which I still regret because I remember that like in 2016 I talked to someone and he was like, "Oh, I invested my money in Bitcoin and I got a lot of money out of it." And I'm pretty sure that now he's a multimillionaire. As a person with a big ass house, I remember teaching them English. I'm an English teacher. The whole point that I'm trying to make with this, I know I saved that a lot. The whole point that I'm trying to make this, JONTRON made these videos because they were interesting. And that's what really worked. Like the topics were interesting. Because again, if you take JONTRON out of the equation, you can make a very entertaining topic boring. But an interesting topic, it's like that. Like, you know, it's like if tomorrow there were like 1,000 whales outside in the coast and one person and you saw on YouTube that no one made a video about this, I'm gonna make a video about this. And then everyone's like, what? Whales outside are like in the beach? Oh hell yeah, I'm clicking on this and watch it. And the editing could be shit and the discussions could be bad, but he made a video about it, and that's gonna get a lot of views. And then there's the second reason, the second possibility of why there was a drop off. Why are his current videos not doing as well? And in this case, personally, I think it's because of the same reason, but backwards. It's because the topics that he's pulling out now are just not as entertaining or as eye catching as they could be. He made a video about slots and why are people hating on slots. He made a video with the internet historian. That is bad timing right there, I'll tell you what, after the H Bomber guy's video about plagiarism. And then he made the last video, which is about a lawyer. And he also, by some coincidence, I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, he made like two videos. He made surviving edge weapons and he made that video about like how to get revenge on people. But the things that's really interesting is that those videos were made popular by Red Letter Media. Red Letter Media made videos about these things like a while ago. Maybe not that long ago, 6-7 years ago. It's still a long time. And then like JONTRON comes in after the popularity of those videos has already waned. So no one is like really like, oh man, like this is cool stuff. He comes over, he makes a couple of videos which are really entertaining, but they're not getting that many views. So the viewers that he's getting now from the however many subscribers he has, I don't know. I don't remember how many he has. I know I saw before I made the video, but he made this and then he made these videos, but now the popularity is like waned because if he had made, and this is my theory about this is why it would have worked. If he would have made the videos before Red Letter Media had already like brought it to public attention, like surviving edge weapons or like how to get revenge, I guarantee that those videos would have gotten at least 3 million, 5 million, maybe even 10 million views. I could have seen surviving edge weapons if it would have been made by JONTRON like before the Red Letter Media guys had done it, like getting easily like 10 million more views or something like that. That's how I think about it. But then he made them after the popularity of the videos kind of like went away and they're there, they exist, but they're not as eye-catching as the ones that he could have made if the Red Letter Media guys hadn't done it first. Someone beat him to the cake, I think is the expression. I'm not sure. Beat him to the punch? Beat him to the punch, I think. Beat him to the cake. Now, beat him to the cake. Fuck it. That's a new saying. I'm going to stick with that. Beat him to the cake. So they beat him to the cake, and then he made the videos, and they're pretty good, and I've watched them. And I'm not here to shed again on JONTRON's editing or whoever's editing the videos. I think that he did it in the past. Now he probably pays a person to do it, and I hope he pays them good. But then he made a video, and then like, hey, you got a couple million views. That's fantastic. Well, 1 million views is still a lot of money on ad revenue. I hope that he's doing enough. And I think the final thing, which is the third one, which is not really a topic and it's not really related to him, is I think, and this is only speculation, I could totally be wrong. I think that videos now with the same quality that he's doing them, but I think he's doing them mostly to just have some kind of income. I don't think he's doing them like before, where he would like have a row of videos and he would be making them like in a row, like bam, 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 bam. Next video, next video, next video, bam, 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 all the way. I think that he was more inspired to do it in the past. Like he was definitely doing it a lot better in the past when he was still inspired to make videos. Maybe that's how he paid the bills. I don't know how a lot of YouTubers, I've talked about this in other videos, I don't know how what YouTubers do when their channel has a massive drop off in views. I don't know how they make their money. And I'm kind of scared of that. Like being a YouTuber, one day fake drama comes out. Like I did the last video about Pro Jared drama, which you can check out in the video if you subscribe and like and follow me on Twitter and YouTube and like the video. He could be given all of these little points, but at the same time, I think that he's doing it mostly now just to have a little bit of income, passive income. I don't know what he's done with the money. Maybe he bought a mansion. Maybe he bought like 10 Ferraris. I don't know anything about JONTRON's private life. Neither should most people probably know, unless he talks about it, which some YouTubers do. They talk about their income. Like that guy that made the video about Wendigoon that said like, I'm getting like $500 ad revenue every month. And I was just thinking like, why are you talking about this, man? Like, why are you talking about this shit? This is not the point of your video. Whatever. I'm going off sidetrack. I'm getting sidetracked here. My whole point, again, that I'm trying to make with this is that JONTRON has had a fallout because of the lack of frequency of his videos and because the topics have just not been as good. Again, the editing is fantastic. I'm not here to shit on it. The scripts that he writes are really funny. The energy that he puts into the videos, you can see that he's still got that energy, because like other YouTubers, maybe like PewDiePie, when he started, he had like, how's it going, brats? My name is PewDiePie and all that stuff. But then like you see the current videos and it's like, hey guys, like what's up? I can understand it. The guy's been doing it for like 20 years, so that's totally understandable. You don't have the same energy when you started for most people. But JONTRON still has that spark. He's still like there. He looks exactly the same. He hasn't aged. It's fantastic. I'm very happy for him. But that's the whole point that I'm trying to make. Like, JONTRON's 3 reasons for having a downfall, in my opinion, is the first one is his first video's topics were really like appealing to people. The second one's the downfall, the second reason is that his newer videos just don't have super interesting, appealing topics, like Flex Steel, for example, or like workplace safety. And finally, obviously, it's the frequency of the videos, which he's not uploading as often. So I guess that YouTube doesn't really like present him as much as he could have if he was doing this stuff every once in a while. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. This was a short video, the shortest one I made, 18 minutes. Pretty good. So that's it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is SopamanXX telling you that if you like the video and if you don't like the video and if you want to subscribe and follow me on Twitch. I want Twitch followers. I'm a total whore for Twitch followers. So if you want to do that, please do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is SopamanXX signing off. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to click now off. Take care. See you. Bye-bye. Peace.